and outside of the ring in the corner of Rick Santel in this one. Certainly not crowd favorites. Not after last week, especially after watching Chase Stevens go through that table. Ladies and gentlemen, later on here tonight, well, we have a big program for you, because tonight, later on, it is going to be the SAW belt on the line, the heavyweight, international heavyweight championship belt. It is going to be Kid Cash defending against Al Snow. Now, that was to be, Reno, that was to be Bob Holly in that match. However, a training accident and a training injury for Bob Holly, which we understand he's recovering from very nicely and very quickly, but he could not make it to this match. So Al Snow steps in his shoes, and I have to say, Kid Cash may be in trouble. That belt is on the line tonight.
Yes, you're absolutely right. You have Bob Holly, who suffered a training injury this past week, will not be able to go against Kid Cash. And what a matchup I believe that would have been.
Wow.
But now you have to think Kid Cash had been preparing all along for Bob Holly. Now, hey, a curve has been thrown. Al Snow will be the opponent. I'm wondering if that Al Snow will have the advantage in this matchup.
You do have to wonder that, and Al Snow has got to be tough to prepare for anyway, and when you have only about, well, 24 hours or so, as Kid Cash has had, it's got to be a really tough hill to climb. Now, you can see it is Micah Taylor right now with the advantage over Rick Santel of the A-Team. Got that arm cinched up. As Micah Taylor again out of Honolulu, Hawaii, in the ring for the first time here on SAW Television, and we want to thank you for joining us here. Remember to, oh goodness, step over and stomp there on the arm, hyperextending that elbow possibly there and pulling the shoulder out of socket. We want you to join us online as well at SawTVOnline.com. Hope to see you there very soon. Micah Taylor now with the advantage, and the elbows to the shoulder, working the shoulder now, the left shoulder of Rick Santel. Great camera work by our SAW camera people here. You're right in the ring with him, as now it's a real pretzel situation here. He's all tied up, is Rick Santel, by Micah Taylor. You can see much to the chagrin of that man, Paul Adams.
Look at Micah Taylor's coming in here and basically manhandling Rick Santel so far. The crowd here at the fairgrounds is basically stunned, I believe.
I think Rick Santel has had barely a headlock in this match. It's been all Micah Taylor, as now it's Santel back in the corner. Marcus Pastorius, our referee in this one, with the count on, and a clean break from Micah Taylor.
Rick Santel, I believe he's done his homework on Micah Taylor, but so far he hadn't been too successful taking on the powerhouse from Honolulu, Hawaii.
He obviously is a powerhouse as well. Again, I said it earlier, this is an impressive physique on this man. Still to come in this hour as well, want to mention this one, an intriguing matchup if you ask me. It's going to be Drew Haskins, Teen Excitement, Reno. I think he's going to take enough time off from his mall tour or whatever he's got going on now. Oh, my goodness, to take on Hammerjack. Now, you want to talk about a contrast in styles.
Wow. Definitely so. You have Drew Haskins. Basically, I mean, he's been taught very well in the art of professional
You think so? You think okay?
Yeah, yes, he has.
Ooh.
And then you have Hammerjack, just basically a brawler. And wow, Rick Santel with an uppercut right there, taking Micah Taylor out onto the floor.
Now, I tell you, that must have hit him right on the button, and then a double axe handle to the back of the neck there. And Rick Santel suddenly with some momentum, and no, it's blocked there. A right hand by Micah Taylor, and then the head into the ring apron. And Rick Santel felt that one for sure. Micah Taylor was stunned for a moment, certainly, by that uppercut that you mentioned there, Reno, but recovered pretty well. Look at Paul Adams trying to get involved. Oh, and then a shot to the midsection, but no, Micah Taylor once again with the forearm. Wants to send Santel in for the ride. No, Santel blocks with a kick into the nice job with the suplex there.
You know, and you have Rick Santel here probably giving up 20 pounds to Micah Taylor in this matchup.
Quick cover right there. I would think, though, that Rick Santel, he's quick. He is quicker than most men he gets in the ring with, and right there showed some of that athletic ability, some of that quickness to get into that suplex position and deliver it with really nice maximum efficiency there. Got a 1 count out of it. Now a couple of right hands in the corner. Wants to send a pillar to post. No, reversed by Taylor. Into the corner goes Santel, but gets both boots up and blocks the attempt of a splash baby or a clothesline there by Micah Taylor in the corner. And then it's a clothesline of his own. Santel exploding out of the corner into that clothesline. A 2 count and a 2 count only.
Nice little combination there. Once again, a capacity crowd here at the Tennessee State Fairgrounds Sports Arena.
It is so fantastic to see these folks and you. We'll be back in just a moment to check out the rest of this one. Rick Santel and Micah Taylor. We take a quick break. More of our opening match right after this on SAW Championship Wrestling, a cut above the rest.
Paul Adams has stepped up his game I mean, he has basically become a vicious monster in that ring, being relentless in his attack.
You know, he really does have the focus on beating the man. And when he's got outside help like this, and again, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't take a whole lot of weight to bring that towel down like that garrote fashion. All he has to do is lean on him. You're cutting the airflow off and not allowing the man to catch a breath, not allowing the man to recover from the assault that he's suffering from in the ring. And that is where Paul Adams comes in. And really, I mean, he's a match changer out there.
Well, Paul Adams always, anytime he has one of his guys in the match, the advantage has to go towards his guy. Just with Paul Adams out there, you never know what's going to happen. But just sitting there and trying to embarrass and slap and agitate Micah Taylor, I believe he's going to wake up a beehive in Micah Taylor.
That could very well be, but right now, that beehive, it's not buzzing right now because it is Rick Santel leaning in on that sort of sleeper, that rear chin lock he's got locked in there. Pretty good. Marcus Pastorius right there looking for any sign from Micah Taylor, but it's Micah Taylor looking like he's trying to find some reserve somewhere and get to his feet, and he will be able to do so. Now the leverage advantage goes to Taylor, and the elbow to the midsection, another one, and 2 handfuls of hair as Paul Adams just in the nick of time, just like, look at now, a cover here, so actually that one backfired a bit and only a 1 count out of that.
Yes.
I was just going to say that it's sort of like a good play on offense in the NFL where it works just perfectly when the timing's just right. But right there, the timing kind of messed up the A-team a little bit. Maybe a long count, 1 count right there for Rick Santel. He blocks that head to the turnbuckle maneuver and gives one his own. And down goes Micah Taylor, again stunned on that move.
No, Rick Santel, we've seen a lot of challengers come in here.
Cover 1. Just a 1 count again.
And take on Rick Santel. And Rick Santel has held his own against any and all comers.
Shot right there, and a right hand. Micah Taylor trying to fire up here, and he wants to send Santel for the ride. No, it's reversed. It is Taylor into the ropes, and a back elbow, and out of the ring. Once again, spills Micah Taylor. Look at him hold on to the ropes, and he's back inside, and a big right hand. Look at this now, a left hand, and down goes Santel. Another right hand, and down goes Santel. Micah Taylor out of nowhere with this offense, and a huge backdrop. Santel from the rafters here at the sports arena.
My goodness, Rick Santel, I believe his heels may have touched the ceiling at this Fairground Sports Arena. Gets his hands up with the
enough resilient on the kick.
Backslide.
Backslide 1, 2, and a 2 count. I thought he may have had him there. It looked like Santel was stunned, but no, the knee to the midsection there. And Rick Santel trying to redeem himself. If you'll remember last week, actually, he came out to try to help Andy Douglas win that tables match. Andy Douglas, look at the maneuver here. Look at the maneuver. The cover 1. Oh, only a 1 count.
My goodness. Thought Micah Taylor had him right there.
Oh, and then Rick Santel with that maneuver.
With an inverted Russian leg sweep, looked like to me there.
That was a shot under the chin there, too, by the shoulder. Now he's going to look for that Santel slam. Got him up, and he's down. And Taylor is down, and here's the cover. 1, 2. No, I thought it was academic at that point.
My goodness, I've seen Rick Santel hoist guys up and fling them down to the mat real hard. I don't believe he could get all that 260 pounds up.
That could very well be, and just enough of a reserve for Micah Taylor to kick out there under a clothesline. Goes Taylor, over goes Santel, looking for the sunset flip. Taylor, however, is able to block it. Got him up and over, and the knee drop to the back. Great set of moves right there by Micah Taylor.
Boy,
big clothesline. Oh, a monster clothesline. He's got the cover now. 1, 2, and kicking out is Rick Santel. Both of these men close on long 2 counts.
Just a regular tennis match here, back and forth, and now it looks like the big man is going to go to the top rope.
Well, let's see if the big man is at home on the top rope. Look at Paul Adams up on the second. David Young is out. David Young comes out, knocks Micah Taylor off the top rope. Santel's got him up, and there's the Santel slam in its full glory.
And once again,
1, 2, 3, and that is all. And you can see the culprit right there leaving the scene of the crime. David Young with the assist. Rick Santel with the win.
My goodness, I can't believe it. Once again, David Young getting an assist. The A-team teamwork. Let's take a look at the option rails replay. As you see Micah Taylor up the top rope. David Young pushes him off, catches his throat on that top rope, and now Rick Santel catches it for the Santel slam. Can you believe it?
Well,
Look at
ladies
that.
and gentlemen, that's just the first of a great program tonight. It's going to be Drew Haskins and Hammerjack next. Stay tuned. More SAW Wrestling to come. We're a cut above the rest.